Discovery of Ur and its Secrets. About 5 years ago, archaeologists embarked on a groundbreaking excavation in the heart of what was once ancient Babylonia in modern-day Iraq. They were digging into the buried city of Ur, a site of immense historical significance. This city, spelled Ur, is a place steeped in ancient history and closely tied to the story of one of the most revered figures in the Abrahamic religions, Prophet Ibrahim, Abraham, peace be upon him. As they dug, the secrets of an ancient civilization began to reveal themselves layer by layer until they unearthed something extraordinary, buried about 50 feet beneath the desert sands. But what they found wasn't just remnants of an ancient city. They discovered something far more intriguing: thousands of idols varying in size from tiny figurines to colossal statues. And in the midst of these findings, there were 3 that stood out, towering above the rest. What were these idols? What did they represent? And how do they connect to the stories we've read in ancient texts, especially in the Quran? Today, we're diving deep into the mysteries uncovered in Ur, exploring the connections between these ancient artifacts and the life of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, as well as the historical and cultural implications of these findings. But before we get started, if you're a fan of history, archaeology, and stories that bridge the ancient and the modern, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the mysteries of the past. The story begins in 1922, when Sir Leonard Woolley, a British archaeologist, embarked on an ambitious excavation project at Ur. Woolley and his team worked tirelessly for over a decade, uncovering one of the most significant archaeological sites of the 20th century. But it wasn't until recent years that further excavations delved even deeper into the site, revealing more of Ur's secrets. Ur was once a flourishing Sumerian city-state in ancient Mesopotamia, believed to be the birthplace of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. According to Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions, Ibrahim is considered the patriarch of monotheism. However, before Ibrahim's time, the people of Ur worshipped a pantheon of gods, and the city was a center of polytheistic worship. As the archaeologists dug deeper, they uncovered thousands of idols. These were not just relics of religious practice. They were a window into the spiritual life of the ancient Sumerians. The idols varied greatly in size. Some were small, easily fitting into the palm of a hand, while others were large, nearly as tall as a human being. But the most astonishing finds were 3 massive idols towering over all the others. These 3 larger idols were unlike anything else found at the site. The smaller idols depicted a variety of deities, each representing different aspects of life, nature, and the cosmos. But these 3 giants were something special. Scholars believe they represented an astral triad: the sun, the moon, and Venus. In the ancient world, particularly in Mesopotamia, celestial bodies were often deified. The sun was represented by the god Shamash, who was seen as the god of justice and righteousness. The moon was associated with the god Sin, also known as Nana, who was the patron deity of Ur and was considered the god of wisdom. Venus was represented by the goddess Inanna, who was worshipped as the goddess of love, beauty, and war. These idols weren't just religious symbols. They were integral to the daily life of the Sumerians, who believed these deities controlled their fate. The fact that these 3 were found together, larger and more prominent than the others, suggests they held a place of special reverence in the city's religious practices. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of Prophet Ibrahim's life and the religious context in which he lived. The Quran tells us that Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, rejected the idol worship of his people. According to Islamic tradition, Ibrahim, challenged his father and his people about their worship of these lifeless idols. The Quran recounts how he questioned them about the nature of these idols and their inability to protect themselves or benefit their worshippers. In Surah Al-An'am, chapter 6 of the Quran, it mentions how the people of Ibrahim, peace be upon him, worshipped celestial bodies, the sun, the moon, and a third entity, which aligns with the findings at Ur. This connection between the Quranic narrative and the archaeological evidence provides a fascinating glimpse into the religious environment of the time. It raises questions about how much of this worship influenced Ibrahim's decision to reject polytheism and embrace the worship of one God. The fact that this knowledge had been lost for thousands of years and only recently rediscovered by modern archaeology is remarkable. The Quran's description of this ancient practice is precise, despite the fact that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the people of his time had no access to this information. The Bible, for instance, simply states that the people worshipped other gods without going into specifics. Yet the Quran detailed this practice, offering insight into a religious environment that would have been long forgotten by the time of its revelation. The recent excavation that led to the discovery of these idols was carried out by a team of international archaeologists, including experts from Iraq, the United States, and Europe. The dig was challenging, not only because of the depth at which these artifacts were buried, but also due to the delicate nature of the items they were unearthing. In addition to the idols, the team uncovered a wealth of other artifacts: cuneiform tablets, pottery, tools, and even remnants of ancient buildings. These findings have provided a more comprehensive picture of life in Ur during the time of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. The cuneiform tablets, in particular, offer detailed records of trade, legal matters, and religious practices, further illustrating the complex society in which Ibrahim lived. The idols themselves were carefully excavated and transported to museums, where they underwent extensive restoration. The largest of the three, believed to represent the moon god Sin, was found in a relatively good condition, standing nearly 7 feet tall. The other two, representing Shamash and Inanna, were slightly smaller but still impressive, each standing about 5 to 6 feet tall. The discovery of these idols not only adds to our understanding of the religious practices of ancient Mesopotamia, but also sheds light on the life and times of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. The Quran describes Ibrahim as a man who stood against the prevailing religious norms of his society, advocating for monotheism in a world dominated by idol worship. These findings give us a tangible connection to the spiritual battle that Ibrahim faced. Moreover, the discovery raises intriguing questions about the transmission of religious knowledge and how these ancient beliefs have shaped the world's major religions today. The fact that these idols and their associated deities were central to the lives of the people of Ur provides context for Ibrahim's radical departure from the faith of his ancestors. This also serves as a powerful reminder of the Quran's miraculous preservation of historical truths that were lost to humanity for centuries, only to be confirmed by modern discoveries. The precision of the Quran in detailing ancient practices, which have only recently been verified by archaeology, reinforces its status as a divine revelation. The excavation of Ur and the discovery of these idols have provided us with an unprecedented look into the world that Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, would have known. It's a world where celestial bodies were worshipped as gods, where idols played a central role in daily life, and where one man's rejection of these practices would lay the foundation for the world's monotheistic religions. As we continue to uncover the secrets of the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the stories that have shaped our history and our faith. These ancient idols, now silent, once spoke volumes about the beliefs and practices of a civilization long gone, and through them, we can glimpse the challenges and triumphs of figures like Ibrahim, peace be upon him. If you found this exploration of Ur and its ancient idols fascinating, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We delve into the mysteries of history, archaeology, and religion with every video, bringing the past to life in new and exciting ways. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the ancient world. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this incredible discovery. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.